Single guy. Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is Johnny.
Johnny, how old are you?
I'm 26.
And what do you do?
So I'm a firefighter and I'm an officer in the Army Reserves.
Oh, nice. Okay, thank you for your service.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And what are some things you like to do for fun?
So I like to break up my hobbies into four different categories. So
Okay.
physical, intellectual, creative, and social. So for physical hobbies, I like to weightlift and run.
Nice.
For intellectual hobbies, I've been learning Spanish for 5 years and I like to read. And then for creative hobbies, I like photography and playing my guitar. And then social hobbies, I like to dance.
Okay, so 5 years. Are you fluent now?
Yes, I'm fluent.
Nice. Okay, all right. Anybody speak Spanish here? No, okay, we can't have you practice. Alrighty. Can you say a little something?
Todo está bien conmigo, no me puedo quedar, especialmente con todas las chicas hermosas que están aquí.
Period. Whatever he said.
So I
I heard
said,
hermosa, so that's beautiful.
yeah, so I said, everything's good with me. I can't complain, especially with all the beautiful women here.
Hey, yes. All right, sorry, you were saying that's the intellectual.
And then, physical, weightlifting, running, intellectual, Spanish, reading, creative, photography, playing the guitar, and then social, I like to go dancing.
Nice. Okay. Now, what are some things you look for in a woman?
So I look for someone who's Christ-centered, have an authentic relationship with God, someone who take care of themselves, mentally, physically, spiritually, and someone who's servant-minded too.
Okay. What are some deal breakers?
I say someone who smokes, anybody like, vaping, cigarettes, weed, anything like that.
Okay.
Excessive drinking, a glass here or there, I don't mind, but like excessive drinking, I don't like that. And then those are pretty much deal breakers for me.
Okay. All right. So we have not got any pop balloons. So I am going to hand you a pick.
Okay.
And there's only 5 ladies. I feel like I should just have you ask a question first. Yeah. Go ahead. Ask them a question.
Okay, so if you can go back in time to any time period and participate in any historical event, what event would you participate in?
What a question. Okay. Let's start down there and then come back up.
Alrighty.
I know. Let's start with your name and age and the answer to this question.
Can you repeat it one more time? Sorry. Let me
So
think.
if you can go back in time and participate in any historical event, what event would that be?
Participate in?
And give us your name and age first.
Okay. My name is Sade, and I'm 24, and I would definitely have participated in the civil rights movement.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Name and age and answer to his question.
I'm Janaya, I'm 25. I think it would have to be around the time with Martin Luther King, only because like we were pro our people. So I feel like, that's where everyone was really dreaming big. We were really like learning, dreams come true around that time. So yeah,
Okay.
just depending on what it is.
Name and age and answer to his question.
Hi, my name is Brianna. I'm 24, and I would have also participated in the civil rights movement, specifically voting, because I'm very passionate about, especially people of color, Black people, that we need to get out and vote because it's very important. Because in college I crossed Alpha Kappa Alpha, so one of our biggest pillars is voters registration and being an advocate for people that are voting. So I would have participated in that.
Nice.
Your name and age and answer to his question.
Hi, I'm Naila. I'm 25. I would say any of the boycotts, protests, sit-ins. I know we're all saying that, but I'm like, that's the first thing that came to my mind because like nowadays, like I just feel like Black people are against each other now, like, killing each other. But back then we were also like united. So I feel like that's really important. And I have done a lot of protests. I just like feeling unified within our group.
Your name and age and answer to his question.
Hi, I'm Morgan. I'm 24. I'm gonna take it really back. The Last Supper, just to see what Jesus looked like and what they were eating. I know bread and wine, but what they were doing back then, and yeah, that seems cool to me. Well, like Jesus, but yeah, like.
All right. So I am going to have you pop one balloon.
Okay.
Yep. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop just one.
Alrighty.
All right. So Sade, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
Just to hear what more he had to say.
Okay. But is he someone that's your type?
Um, no, first impression, not my type.
Okay.
But I like what he had to say, had really good things. So, yeah.
Alrighty. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
So she's beautiful, but I say physical attraction is not the most out of the lineup. So.
Okay. Thank you. Alrighty. We have 4 ladies left. Go ahead and ask them another question.
In your last relationship, what did it teach you from that experience? What did it teach you?
Okay. What did your last relationship teach you?
To be considerate of other feelings. Yeah. I feel like a lot of times people are very self-centered, and I could admit that I probably was going through that, but I got to think about others people's feelings. Yeah.
Over here.
I think it's to communicate my actual real feelings, like even if it's going to hurt that person, because I just really care about people and it hurts me when I hurt other people. So I will just like put my feelings to the side because I just really care about that person.
And what about over here?
My last relationship taught me to not lose myself in a relationship. So I would say that something that I used to struggle with was maybe being like codependent on that person. And so it taught me to maintain my individuality while I'm still like in companionship with another person.
And what about over here?
My last relationship taught me to compromise, you know, the good things, but not to compromise my boundaries, my standards, and what I believe in, especially like when it comes to my relationship with God. I'm not willing to compromise that. So, yeah.
And what did your last relationship teach you?
Definitely communication, because I was a bad communicator. I would, if I'm going through something, I would just close off. I wouldn't communicate what I'm going through, how I actually feel, and I feel like that really that led to the eventual breakup of the relationship. And just learning about communication and just applying it to professional relationships, personal relationships, it made the biggest difference. So.
Okay. Let's go see why she ended up popping. All right. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Just really no, I don't really feel like there's a connection there, you know, but I think what you have to say was like really good. I think you have a really good head on your shoulders. So, yeah.
Alrighty. So now she's someone that's your type?
Oh, for sure. I would definitely approach her in public.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.